Now, a First Alert Weather Breakdown. First Alert Weather Day Special Edition with meteorologist CJ Cartledge.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Here's a look outside through our window world sky camera overlooking Bowie County, Texas. I believe this is looking to the north and west of Texarkana there. This is located in Bowie, Texas, but looking out to the north and west. We are seeing just blue skies all around the Arklatex as of right now, and that looks to be the case for the entire Arklatex, as mentioned before. We're looking at blue skies out there, sky camera, and around the Arklatex right now is what I meant to say there. But temperatures currently are still in the 60s across most of the region here. 68 for Magnolia, 62 by Longview, and around areas to the far south and eastern portions of the region. 67 by Natchitoches, 66 for Florine, 70 by Texarkana, as well as Mansfield. Now, taking a look at our afternoon planner for today, we are expecting temperatures to rise into the lower 80s and upper 70s, mainly due to yesterday's cold front. And thankfully, we saw temperatures well into the 50s across the region for this morning. And we are expecting even lower temperatures heading into tomorrow morning, where we could see the 40s out there, just like we saw on early Monday morning, I believe. Here's a look at highs for tomorrow: 83 or 83, yes, for Texarkana. Then we're going to look at highs for today. Also for New Boston, 82 for Foreman. We're expecting another sunny and dry day around the Arklatex for tomorrow as well. 82 over by Stamps, 81 for Magnolia over in East Texas, 88 for Henderson, 84 by Nacogdoches, around 84 also for Chirano, and as well as around St. Augustine looks to be at around 83 degrees, 85 for Hemphill, and over in Northwest Louisiana, 82 for Shreveport, lower 80s for most areas along the east side of the I-20 corridor. But here's the highs for today around the Arklatex: 80 for Spring Hill, a bit lower for most of the Arklatex there, 80 by Broken Bow, 81 for Foreman, and 80 for DeQueen. It's definitely going to be comfortable out there around the Arklatex, so make sure to get outside and enjoy these nice and beautiful conditions while we have them. 79 for Center, 79 for Gilmer, 81 by Longview, as well as Dangerfield up in East Texas. And looking in Northwest Louisiana, more than likely in the upper 70s and lower 80s out there, meaning the cooler conditions are going on over in Northwest Louisiana as compared to everywhere else around the Arklatex. Here's a look at our evening planner for today. In case you have any plans, weather looks to cooperate for it. 69 looks to be the temperature by 7 p.m. Make sure to keep that light jacket on, or if you're heading out the door for any plans that you may have, keep a light jacket handy or a sweatshirt. It's definitely going to be cool out there around the Arklatex, and calm conditions are expected through most of the night, with temperatures dropping into the 50s by around 11 p.m. tonight. Here's a look at lows tomorrow morning: 50 by Texarkana, 51 near Shreveport, and outside of Shreveport and Texarkana, we're more than likely going to see the 40s out there, maybe even the mid 40s by DeQueen, Ruston, as well as Winfield. Natchitoches around 45 degrees as well. Definitely chilly conditions on the way for us as we move into tomorrow morning here. So make sure to keep the light jacket handy. All in all, no rain is expected through the day on our Tuesday. But heading into future track, we are expecting a couple of clouds to move in by, why did I say Tuesday? I meant Thursday. We are expecting some clouds to roll in for our Thursday morning here, but not much really expected. So you can see all those isolated showers may pop up over by the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but nothing much really expected all in all heading through the night and into early Friday morning. But as we move into our Friday afternoon, we could see some clouds move in, some heavier clouds move into the far north and western portion of the region, with a low pressure system approaching the Arklatex here. But we aren't expecting much heading throughout our Friday, but heading into our Saturday, that's when a line of storms looks to finally reach the Arklatex, mainly by early Saturday morning, that is. We'll be watching that very, very closely as we move into early Saturday morning, and the timing may shift a little bit before we hit that, before we reach when the storms will finally hit us. But make sure to stay weather aware through the rest of this week. This is actually our next weather maker, which looks to move through the Arklatex by the time we hit our Saturday, more than likely here. It's going to bring a low pressure system that will bring another cool down here into the Arklatex as we move into our Sunday and starting off the next work week here. Widespread storms are expected, with locally heavy rainfall being the heaviest or the highest threat for severe weather. If there's any types of severe weather, flash flooding will be the highest threat for it, and the severe severe weather threat. Outside of that, mainly damaging winds, large hail, tornadoes, all looking low as of right now. I'm going to take a look at the flooding risk that we have. Actually, that doesn't go out that far, but as you can see, just outside of the region, there is a slight risk for flash flooding in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and areas just outside of the Arklatex. But as it approaches the Arklatex region from the west, mainly for portions in East Texas on Friday, mainly by Friday night, that is, late Friday night into early Saturday morning, there is a marginal risk for flash flooding. We can expect that risk to grow as we move into our Saturday. But yes, that is the flooding risk that we have here. It should do well with combating the drought conditions that are already in effect as of right now. And as you can see, there is a slight drought for most of the Arklatex. I don't believe this takes in the data from what we saw for the main amount of rainfall that we saw for this weekend. It should wipe out drought conditions for most, if not all, of the Arklatex, and it should not wipe drought conditions out entirely for areas by Natchitoches Parish, but it should minimize those drought conditions that are currently out there as of right now. Let's look at the rain chances through the next 7 days ahead here. And as you can see, 20% chance of rain for our Friday, which means that even though if you did not see anything on Future Track, that what I just showed there in just a few moments ago, but there still could be a chance for showers and storms out there for Friday afternoon, mainly when that front starts to finally move into the Arklatex. But there's a much higher chance for rain as we move into our Saturday as well as Sunday. The chance for rain sticks, but as we move into the start of the new week on Monday, not much of a chance for rain before our next weather maker after that looks to potentially move through on Tuesday. And this one, I believe meteorologist Matt Jones was hyping up about the potential for severe weather on our next Tuesday. So make sure to stay weather aware on that front. We'll have more accurate information as we get closer in time. Our muggy meter shows that we'll be remaining comfortable through today and tomorrow, but the humidity rises as that new low pressure system moves in from the west. We'll stick with either muggy or comfortable feeling conditions, which is slight humidity, as we move into the next couple of days after we're starting off the new week. But here's our rainfall potential through the next 7 days. That red color corresponds to around 3 inches of rainfall here. Purple color corresponds to around 2 inches, 2.5 for that burgundy type of color there near Texarkana, encompassing areas like Mount Pleasant, Longview, Shreveport, and Bossier between that 2.5 to 3 inch range through the next 7 days ahead. So good amount of rainfall is on the way for us through the next 7 days here. But as you can see, that corresponds to above average rainfall through the next 6 to 10 days, but not so much heading through the next 8 to 14 days ahead. So going into the month of November, we may go under some drier conditions, maybe another dry period here around the Arklatex. So here's a look at our 7-day forecast as we wrap up today's episode. We are looking at low rain chances for Wednesday and Thursday, with highs mainly rising in the lower 80s and upper 70s out there. We may not see any lower or upper 70s out there by Thursday, but it's still very well possible, as we could still see some winds heading out of the north in some areas. But lows will be dropping into the lower 50s and upper 40s, mid and upper 40s, as we move into Thursday morning. But heading into our Friday, we should see slight rain chances out there, with the temperature drop heading into Saturday as well as Sunday. But temperatures rise back towards the lower 80s and upper 70s heading into Monday, with another low pressure system moving through on our Tuesday. So that just goes to show you we have some rain on the way here in the Arklatex. Make sure to keep that umbrella handy or locate it as of right now. You may not need it now, but you'll need it as we move into this weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. And once again, at the start of the show, I apologize for scaring you guys to see with the first alert weather day stuff, but there's no first alert weather day for today, but there may be some coming soon, potentially. We'll have to stay weather aware for that. You would have to stay weather aware for that, and we will let you guys know the latest details as it comes into the station here or into the weather center. Thank you guys once again for tuning into today's episode. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I won't be on the KSLA First Alert Weather Breakdown through the rest of the week, but I'll be on the shows at 4 p.m. as well as noon today. Chief Meteorologist Matt Jones will take over the shows from 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. tonight here. So thank you guys once again for tuning in, and I will see you later on the shows today. Have a great rest of your day. and I forgot. So now have a great rest of your day.